Shalom, Israel. The ISUPK presents the Lord's 56th annual Passover going down right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We got a whole bunch of events lined up for y'all, including the annual lamb slaughter. You already know. Then it's the Hebrew Academy trial. Oh boy. Next, we got the children's party. Then, you know we got General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class and the Hebrew Academy graduation. The Lord's 56th annual Passover. Pay your Passover fee. It's only $200 to get all these exclusive events. Real black culture. The general's in attendance and the stage is set. It's going down. April the 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. This event is only for the black, Hispanic, and Native indigenous people. We got a week full of events from April the 9th and the 13th. But remember, you gotta pay that Passover fee. It's only $200 to get every event exclusively. Here's the itinerary for the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 9th is the annual lamb slaughter. April the 10th is the kids party. At 7 p.m. later that night, General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class. April the 11th, the Hebrew Academy graduation. Later that night at 8 p.m. is the all-black party. April the 12th is the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 13th is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. $200, 17 years or older, pay your Passover fee. See you in Atlanta, Israel. Shalom.
Atlanta. Crisis Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom. Welcome to Atlanta. Crisis Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. And no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Israel, the ISUPK presents the Lord's 56th annual Passover going down right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We got a whole bunch of events lined up for y'all, including the annual lamb slaughter. You already know. Then it's the Hebrew Academy trials. Oh boy. Next we got the children's party. Then you know we got General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class and the Hebrew Academy graduation. The Lord's 56th annual Passover. Pay your Passover fee. It's only $200 to get all these exclusive events. Real black culture. The general's in attendance and the stage is set. It's going down. April the 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. This event is only for the black, Hispanic, and Native Indigenous people. We got a week full of events from April the 9th and the 13th. But remember, you gotta pay that Passover fee. It's only $200 to get every event exclusively. Here's the itinerary for the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 9th is the annual lamb slaughter. April the 10th is the kids party. At 7 p.m. later that night, General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class. April the 11th, the Hebrew Academy graduation. Later that night at 8 p.m. is the all-black party. April the 12th is the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 13th is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. $200, 17 years or older, pay your Passover fee. See you in Atlanta, Israel. Shalom.
Atlanta. Christ, this Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Community Junior Honor.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Aw. Check my camera out real quick, Salaki. Bring it up a little more. Okay. A little more. I'll take it. Right there. Cool. All right. We go live right here. Here we go. All right. Clap it up. Yeah. Salam, Israel. Y'all Bashim Rashad Brakathon to my brothers. Y'all Shema Alathon Bashim Rashad to our sisters. You know what time it is. You know what day it is. It's Saturday, you understand? And welcome to the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. You understand? The ISUPK Sabbath service, all right? Start out of 1 West, Huntsville and Fishery Hall, New York, under Commander Yana, you understand? We teach that the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians are the true Jews, the true Israelites of the Bible, you understand? And the white man, Mr. Whitman, you understand? The Asians, the Africans, anybody who is not Israel, you understand, is the devil the Bible speaks of, all right? Most High in Christ. I am your priest from the East, Hadar Mal. Also with me, my main man, my mellow, is Officer Marasar. All right? Most High in Christ. With that, we'll say, about you.
La Yasharla.
Israel, I imagine as we prepare for the reading of the prayers. Y'all Hakadam is the face of the east. And SARS means the turn. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakaka. Taba'ah. Ratzayaka. Hayah. Aisha. Bar Ratzah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Nathan. Lanawa. Lakam. Cow. Yawam. Wasalaknawa. Kabawaknawa. Kasalaknawa. Abwak Yanawa. Allah. Tabianawa. Parasayawan. Above. Awshanawa. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Waha'alam. Watapara. I will love you.
Amen. Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debt. And we forgive our debt. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
It's the prayer for the Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bashim Yasha. Babu Kusha. Nathan Lanawa. Hakak. La Paha. Cow Makalak. Cow Marawak. Hakak. That's hard. How it sounds right. Hakak. The Hakim. Matthew. Hakak. Awakawa. Sam Allah. The Garashan. Bashim Yasha. Water. Amen.
There's a cock, the power in English. Yahweh. And every house shot. Please give us the power. Power to heal all manner of sickness. All manner of disease. Power to cleanse the leper. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. And every house shot. Thank you. So be it.
This prayer bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bashim Yasha. Rock Lanawa. Wayasha Allah. Habaya. Sabarium. Bashim Yasha.
Water. Amen. Bless Israel in English. Yahweh. And every house shot. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. And every house shot. Thank you.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Ash'a,
Ashai,
Ayunya,
Ayanya,
Ahariam,
Ahari,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba,
Isaiah,
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 Ain,
Ai,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Asha,
Asha,
Shemayim,
Shemaiah,
Wa Ratza,
Maratza,
Ayathan,
Ayathan,
Amawat,
Namwat,
Galka,
Galka,
Al Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'at,
La,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala,
Yanyushan,
Yanishan,
Sharamar,
Shamar,
Asha'ala,
Yashal,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Zalka,
Al Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyanka,
Yamyanka,
Yamawam,
Yamwam,
Hashamash,
Ashmash,
La'ayukaka,
La, Yakaka,
Wayrak,
Wayra,
Balayula,
Walayla,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashmarka,
Makal Rai,
Maharai,
Yashamar,
Yashma,
Off the Pashka,
After Pasha,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashma,
Tazaka,
Tazak,
Wabu Aka,
Wawaka,
Mayatha,
Mata,
Wa'ai Alam.
I will on. Psalms 121 in English. I lift up my eyes to the
I
hill.
looked at mine eyes to the hill.
From whence comes my help?
Whence comes my help?
My help comes from the
My
Lord,
help comes from the Lord,
which made heaven and
which
earth.
made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer that foot to be moved.
He that keepeth
He
thee
that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
he
Israel
that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all
The
evil.
Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going
The
out
Lord shall preserve thy going
and
out
thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time
From
forth
this time forth,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Al-Hayim,
Ahaya,
Alpha Yalaka,
Alpha Malka,
Alpha Karash,
Alpha Karat,
Alpha Squat,
Alpha Squat,
Al,
Al,
Kayahana,
Yahana,
Al Yabika,
Al Yabika,
Yahweh Yuwan,
Yahavi
Mashana,
Amashana,
Yaka,
Yaka,
Ashawa,
Ashwa,
Ash,
Rash,
Al Imaka,
Imaka,
Yari Yumwa,
Yamawa,
Sawa,
Sawa,
Wayatha,
Waitha,
Ai Tazwa,
Yatazwa,
Al Tasapoyaka,
Altas Boanica,
Marwa,
Awarwa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakino,
Wanikakino,
Magoya,
Magoya,
Wala'a,
Wala,
Yashakar,
Yashaka,
Shum Yasha'al,
Shamyasha,
Iwa,
Iwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
now I Tazwa,
now I Tazwa,
Labikadwa,
Bikadwa,
Auyika,
Alika,
Barya,
Maria,
Yakawafwa,
Yakwafwa,
Alhawya,
Alhalia,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Why Yashama Aliyah,
Walmasha Alium,
Mawa'aba,
Mawaba,
Wahagarian,
Wagarium,
Gabal,
Kabal,
Waimawan,
Waimawa,
Waimalak,
Waimawak,
Alashaf,
Alisha,
I'm Yashabia,
I'm Yashabi,
Tazawar,
that's war,
Gum Ashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayuwa,
Hayawak,
Zerawat,
Zerawat,
Labanya Lawat,
Labanya Lawat,
Salah,
Salat,
Ashalaham,
Ashalaham,
Kamadya,
Kamadu,
Kasayasara,
Hatiyasara,
Yabyan,
Tiabia,
Banakar,
Banakal,
Koyashwan,
Kayashwa,
Ashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Bayan Dara,
Bayan Dara,
Ayawa,
Hayawak,
Daman,
Daman,
Ladama,
Ladama,
Shaidamwa,
Shaitama,
Naliyabawa,
Wanayadwa,
Kara,
Kara,
Ba,
Kazba,
Okazabak,
Kazba,
Okazalmana,
Okazamana,
Kal Nasiyakamwa,
Kauna Yakamwa,
Ashor,
Ashor,
Amarwa,
Amora,
Ayarasha,
Ayarasha,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Ah, Naawaf,
Nawa,
Alahayim,
Alhaya,
Alahaya,
Alhaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shaitama,
Kagalgala,
Kagagio,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Raka,
Raka,
Kaash,
Ka'at,
Dara Ira Ya Ira,
Dayaya Ira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalaba,
Dalahat,
Salahat,
Haryam,
Haryam,
Khan,
Khan,
Dawadatma,
Sardatma,
Basa Iraka,
Basa Irika,
Wabasab of Papka,
Wabasawa Paska,
Dahabalam,
Bahablam,
Mala'a,
Mala,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Palawan,
Kawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayakashwa,
Shumka,
Shamka,
Yahawah,
Yahawah,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Waya I,
Aya Ai,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakapara,
Waya Abadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadawa,
Wayadawa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Ata,
Shumka,
Shamka,
Yahawah,
Yahawah,
the Badka,
Labaka,
Al Yuwan,
Ayawa,
Al Kaha, Rakza.
Alcohol Rakza. Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make
thy
atonement.
enemies make atonement.
And they that hate thee.
They that hate thee,
Have lifted up the
and
head.
lifted up the head.
That take crafty counsel
They take crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people,
And consult
and consult
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have
They
said,
have said,
come,
come,
and let's cut them
let's
off
cut them off
from being a
from
nation.
being a nation.
That the name of
The
Israel
name of Israel
may be no more
may
remembered.
be no more remembered.
When they have consulted
So
together
they have consulted together.
with one consent.
One consent.
They are confederate against
They're
thee.
confederate against
The
the
tabernacles of Edom.
tabernacles of Edom,
And Ishmaelites.
Ishmaelites,
Of Moab.
Moab,
And Hagarim.
Hagarim,
Cabal.
Gabal,
And Ammon.
and Ammon,
And Amalek.
Amalek,
Philistines.
Philistines,
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
and the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashore.
Ashore
Also joined with
also
them.
was joined
They
with
have
them.
hope in the children of
They
Lot.
have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto
Do
them
unto them
as unto the
as
Midianites.
unto the Midianites.
As to Sarah.
As to Sarah.
As to Jabez.
As to Jabin.
As to Kisa.
To Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished in Endor.
They became a dung for the
They
earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a
Make
red.
their nobles like Oreb,
And like Zee.
like Zeb.
Yea.
Yea.
All the princes of Sabat.
All the princesses of
And Nazamuna.
and Nazamun.
Who said,
Say,
let's take to ourselves
let's take to
the
ourselves
house of Yahweh possession.
house of Yahweh possession.
O my power. power.
Oh, my power.
Make them like the wheel.
Make them like the
As
wind.
the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the
As
wind.
the fire burns the wood.
The fire burns the wood.
And as flame sets the mountains on fire.
The flame set mountains on fire.
To persecute them.
Persecute them
With thy tempest.
with thy
To
tempest.
make them afraid.
Make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill the faces with shame.
Fill their face with shame.
That they may seek thy
That they may
name.
seek thy name.
Oh, Yahweh.
Oh, Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded
And troubled.
and troubled
Forever.
forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish.
That men may know.
Men may know
That thou.
Thou,
Whose name alone.
whose name alone,
Is Yahweh.
is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
art the most high.
Over all the earth.
All the earth. The prayer for the blessings in Hebrew. Rakatha Yahweh.
Rock thy Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Biaka Allah?
Why Maka Allah?
Why Allahayim?
Why Ahayim?
Why Zabia?
Matzavia.
Alawap Yahana.
Allah Wap Yahan.
Ha Alawap Yahana.
Allah Wap.
Hasranyim.
Hatzarani.
Hakanzanyim.
Hakazai.
Hakakayim.
Hakakali.
Hawathim.
Hakwasi.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Shim Yahshai.
By Shib Yahshai.
Water.
Water.
Amen.
Allah. Blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And angels.
Command General Yahweh.
Commanders in Yahana.
The generals.
Generals.
Captains.
Captains.
Officers.
Officers.
Troopers.
Troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
And then Yahweh Shai.
Name Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Sorry, me to turn. Shabby, you can see it. Check the door.
Oh, we left off at 7.
Rangers 41.
Okay.
All right.
41 days.
All right, all right, all right. Clap, clap, clap it up. Yeah, yeah. So like we about to get started. Most High in Christ. Huh? You did? Okay. No sweat. What's that? Call him later. All right, all right. So we are in Genesis still. I believe we should be starting at
Verse 8.
verse 8.
So remember, we finished.
No. We started 40. Started in the 40.
Yeah, I know we read some.
Yeah,
We read down this verse 7. We can go back over.
let's just start it over. Let's start it over.
Count.
Let's start it over. Let's make sure we got it all together.
Count.
All right.
No sweat.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. All right. So now, starting in Genesis chapter 41. You understand? This is after our brother Joseph. You understand? Was in prison. You understand? Under Egyptian captivity for himself. All right. Very good.
This is the book of Genesis 41 and 8. I mean, stop you. This is the book of Genesis 41 and 1
All right.
in the Hebrew.
Let me see if I can-
Wayahaya, Makwataza, Shanathium, Yamayam, Waparaya, Kalam, Wahanaha, Imad, Isle, Hayar, Wahana, Man, Hayar, Ayel, Ayelfa, Shabai, Parwath, Pawath, Yapawath, Mariah,
No, Marah's good.
come. Wabur, Saki, Mariah,
We'll bar you off.
Wabaria,
Mhm.
Bashar, Wafara, Ayanya, Naha, Aqua, Wathana, Shabai, Parawath,
Mhm.
Akarawath, Ayawath, Hakaraya Hawan. Saki, that was wrong. Akarahayan.
Akaryahan.
Akaryahan.
Uh-huh.
Man.
Mhm.
Hayar. Iwas. Maraha.
Marah.
Marah.
Mhm.
Wadakara.
Wadakwath. Mhm.
Bashar. What's Danaha.
Watha Imadana.
What's
Imadana.
Inadada.
Mhm.
Atazal.
Atzal. Mhm.
Hapara. Isle. Shapa. Hayar.
Mhm.
Watha Klana.
Watha Akalna.
Watha Akalna.
Mhm.
Hapara.
Mhm.
Iwas. Hamar Wadakwa. Habashar. Shabai. Hapara. Yapa. Hamara. Wahabaraya. Wayakataza. Pariah. Wayashan. Wayakalam. Shania.
Hmm?
Shania. Slovakia. Wahanaha.
Mhm.
Shabai. Shablayam. Iwaf. Makana.
Wakwana. Mhm.
Akkad.
Mhm.
Mariawa.
All right.
Tanawa.
Watabath. Yes.
Wayana.
Mhm.
Shabai. Shabalium.
Mhm.
Takwaf. Dukwaf.
Mhm.
Dukwaf.
Mhm.
Washa Dwapath.
Washa the path. All right. Keep going.
Washa Dapath.
Uh-huh.
Kadayam. Tazamakwaf.
Tazam
Tazamkawath.
Mhm.
Akarayahan.
Mhm.
Watha Bulina. Watha Bulina. Hashabalayam. Hadakwana Kwath. Shabai.
Mhm.
Hawashabalayam.
Hashabalyum.
Habawathia.
Habaryath. That's like a Habaryawath.
Habaryawath.
Mhm.
Wahala Awath.
Wahamawath.
Lahamalawath. Slakia. Wayako Kataza.
Yaya Kortaza. Yep.
Wayaya Kataza.
Mhm.
Pariah.
Mhm.
Wahana.
Mhm.
Kalam.
All right. Pretty good. Okay, let's go back and read what we read in the original text in the Hebrew text. All right. Let's read it back in English.
It's Genesis 41:1 in English.
Mhm. No sweat.
Gotta have this bad boy turned down. And it came to pass at the end of 2 full years that Pharaoh dreamed, and behold, he stood by the river,
And behold, there came up out of the river 7 well-favored kine and fat flesh.
Okay, so now this word here, kine, is like another word for cow or cattle. All right. So just think of cows. All right. When we see this, cows, cattle, you understand? Interlinear says like heifers as well. All right. Very good. Keep going.
And fat flesh.
Mhm.
And they fed in a meadow.
Okay, so now their favorite, their fat flesh. You understand? These are, he said, these are well fed, right? You understand? These are real healthy cows. You understand? Very strong, like very good. Keep going.
And behold, 7 other kine came up after them out of the river, ill-favored and lean flesh.
Okay, so now they're ill favored, they're lean flesh. You understand? You can just think of these like they're very skinny. You know what I'm saying? Virtually like flesh and bones. All right, you know,
scrawny.
very good, very thin, very scrawny. You understand? Weak, right? Keep going.
Ill-favored and lean flesh, and stood by the other kind upon the brink of the bank of the river. Slocky. Verse 4. And the ill-favored and lean flesh kind did eat up the 7 well-favored and fat kind. So Pharaoh awoke.
Oh, we. That was so essentially Pharaoh had a nightmare.
Yeah, right.
All right, he had a nightmare. You understand? Saw something bad, and you know what I'm saying. For my people in the old school, he woke up in a cold sweat. You understand? He did the James Brown on. All right, he got nervous. Keep going.
And he slept and dreamed the second time.
Okay, so he's like, all right, you know what? It's just a dream. It's cool. I got myself together. Let me go back to sleep. I'm all right. Okay, I'm good to go.
It was just a dream.
It's just a dream, right? Keep going.
And he slept and dreamed the second time. And behold, 7 ears of corn came up. One stalk rank stood and stocky. Corn came up, one stalk, rank and good.
Okay, so now we got more. Now we have corn growing. You understand? Same thing. Real strong, real healthy. Right? Keep going.
And behold, 7 thin ears and blasted with the east wind sprung up after them.
All right, so now something happens. All right, it said what? The east wind blasted and sprung them. All right, you understand? You can think of like a storm. All right, if you're familiar with farming,
like a dust storm.
Yes, thank you. That's it. Like a dust storm came about. You understand, and kind of ruined the crops. All right, think of it like that. Keep going.
East wind sprung up after them. Verse 7. And the 7 thin ears devoured the 7 rank and full ears. And Pharaoh awoke, and behold, it was a dream.
Same thing happened. You know what I'm saying? He got nervous. All right. Anybody out there they've had such a bad dream where you're saying you got scared and you just woke up. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get out. Right? Keep going.
Okay. And it came to pass in the morning that his spirit was troubled, and he sent and called for all the magicians of Egypt and all the wise men thereof. And Pharaoh told them his dream, but there was none that could interpret them unto Pharaoh.
Okay, cool. So, real quick, before we go further to the scriptures, why isn't there anybody there so far that can interpret the dreams? And you can remember back from last week.
Right.
You remember? What is it?
Fuck it.
Go ahead.
Because only God can, only his prophets who he chooses can interpret the dream.
Ah, very good. Very good. All right. So that means that the Most High must be with you.
Right.
Right. Indeed. Very good. Very good. So now we have Pharaoh's people. You understand? So, you know what I'm saying? Self-proclaimed, they're magicians. All right. They're fortune tellers. They think they can tell the future and all this good stuff. All right.
Wise men.
Very good. The wise men. All right. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 9. Then spake the chief butler unto Pharaoh, saying, I do remember my faults this day.
Man, this takes me back. This takes me back. I remember going through something like this before. All right.
Kind of familiar.
Yeah, this sounds real familiar. Very good.
Pharaoh was wroth with his servants and put me in ward in the captain of the guard's house, both me and the chief baker.
Mm.
And we dreamed a dream in one night, and I and he, we dreamed each man according to the interpretation of his dream.
Mm-hmm.
And there was there with us a young man, a Hebrew, servant to the captain of the guard.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute now. And there was with us a young man, a Hebrew. A Hebrew, you understand? This young man right here, we remember him. He stood out. You understand? He might kind of look like us.
Right.
He wasn't us. He was set apart from us. Right? You see how they called him by his nation, by what he was. All right? A Hebrew. Okay? Good.
Right.
Or at least like the language in which he spoke.
Right.
Okay, keep going.
Served to the captain of the guard, and we told him, and he interpreted to us our dreams. To each man according to his dream he did interpret.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, that's what we working towards now, for everybody to call us by our name,
All right,
or at least, like you said, or at least our language that we speak.
that's right. Very good. Very good.
Verse 13, and it came to pass as he interpreted to us, so it was. Me he restored unto mine office, and him he hanged.
Okay, so now this is also very important. And stand for being able to essentially interpret dreams. You understand? Being able to even like to prophesy, right? This is what's so special when we say like about Commander Junior Hunter. You understand? Because he has told us things in the past, right? And now
Right.
they are coming to fruition. You understand? Things are happening from things that he spoke of that was spoken to him in 1969, since 1969. He spoke of in the 80s, in the 90s, you understand? In 2000s, early 2000s, things are happening now, you understand? But now, when it comes to Christian pastors, understand, Christian pastors want to give you a motivational speech. Understand? They're going to say anything that's going to be they speak in general.
Right.
You understand? When they say like, "Oh, this year is your breakthrough." You understand? Now is your time. This is your season. You understand? But they will not. They could never like really interpret a dream for you. You know what I'm saying? They could never help really get you where you need to be with the Most High. Right?
Right.
You'll say now we have somebody back in the stories. You understand? Remember how we always talk about what the ancient stories back then relate into today's time.
Right.
All right. So now we're seeing how Joseph here is going to be able to speak to the people and tell and interpret things. All right. Very good. Keep going.
Kawakar. Their Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon.
Mm.
And he shaved himself and changed his raiment and came in unto the Pharaoh.
All right. So now they made him presentable, you know what I'm saying, before the Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? He got cleaned up. You understand? And they put on some new clothes for him, right? Because he had to present himself to the Pharaoh. You understand? He just can't come, he literally went from like rags to riches, all right, to speak with the Pharaoh in his presence.
Salakia, sir.
Mhm.
They clean up according to the heathen custom.
They did. That's it. They did. I believe that is it as well. You know what I'm saying? Say he shaved himself. All right. Keep going.
Verse 15.
Mhm.
And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream,
Mm.
and there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it.
Mm.
I have dreamed. That sounds familiar. I have dreamed a dream.
Indeed. It does sound familiar, right? But the difference is
right.
with this one, you know what I'm saying, as far as like I have dreamed a dream, this man took his dream to the man of the Lord.
Right.
That's what he did. Instead of trying to take his dream and just preach it to everybody. You understand? Pharaoh took it to the man above him, really, spiritually. He took it to the man of the Lord. All right, very good. Keep going.
Okay. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, "It is not in me. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace."
See, there it is again, right there. It is not in me. You understand? Joseph did not take credit for being able to interpret this dream.
Right.
He did not take credit for it. Similar to how we were just talking about, saying, I have a dream, I have a dream. Who that sound like? Sounds like Martin Luther King.
Right.
Right? And now Martin Luther King so-called had this dream and took credit for it.
Right.
Took credit for it. I have dreamed this. I saw this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then we're going to do this. He didn't say nothing about the Most High.
Right.
Why? Because his dream had nothing to do with the Most High. Martin Luther King's dream, not only was it plagiarized, but also he wanted it for himself.
Right.
He wanted it for himself. Martin Luther King had his own selfish ambitions for black people, right? But now getting back, we've seen that Pharaoh has a dream. You understand? I mean, he is like the king of the country, so he gets nervous. So now he goes to his wise men, he goes to his council, but his people cannot give him the counsel that he needs. And so he hears about the reputation of a young man who could interpret dreams.
Right.
All right. Well, let me see him. Let me speak to this. Let me speak to this man. And then the man presents himself and says, I can interpret the dreams, but the Most High God gives me the dream. He gives me the interpretation. All right. Similar to how when we teach, these are not my words. These are the words of the Bible. These are the words of the Most High.
Right.
Understand? This is what we do. This is how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. All right. Very good. Keep going.
Verse 17. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, in my dream, behold, I stood upon the bank of the river. And behold, there came up out of the river 7 kinds, fat flesh, and well favored, and they fed in a meadow. Verse 19. And behold, 7 other kinds came up after them, poor and very ill favored, and lean flesh, such as I never saw in all the land of Egypt for badness. And the lean and the ill favored kind did eat up the first 7 fat kinds. Verse 21. And when they had eaten them up, it could not be known that they had eaten them, but they still were ill favored.
Check the door for me. I'll continue reading. All right. So now let's take a look back real quick. Why Pharaoh was so nervous. All right. Now remember that he's describing his dream, and he talks about how you're saying like these cattle here, you're saying the ones that are they're ill favored, right? He said he described them as something I had never seen before. Understand? This is very scary. You understand? To a man who's supposed to be in charge of a country, who's supposed to be leading a country. You understand? He's supposed to be fearless. You understand? He's supposed to be courageous. But in this dream, Pharaoh is scared. Pharaoh is nervous. You understand? All right. And so again, Pharaoh going to his council, trying to get wisdom, trying to get suggestions, sound advice. They not providing it. But notice how Pharaoh goes to another man. You understand? The man of God, the man of the true God. All right. Very good. So I'm not quite brother. All right. Then we see in verse 20, and the lean and the ill-favored kind did eat up the first 7 fat kind. Understand? And when they had eaten them up, it could not be known that they had eaten them up, but they were still ill-favored as at the beginning. So I awoke. All right. Yeah, we'll address that one later. Yeah. All right, you understand? Indeed, I know. Right. So you see in the dream, like the ill-favored cattle, you understand, the sick cattle, you understand, the ones that essentially there are skin and bones, you understand, they look, you can almost say they're like zombie-like, right? And they ate up, they swarmed and ate up, they devoured these healthy, you know what I'm saying, fat, powerful cattle. And when they ate them up, when they devoured them, you couldn't even tell that they had eaten. They still remained the same. They hadn't changed at all. Now they're still ill-favored. They're still skinny. You understand? All right. Very good. Verse 22.
Okay. And I saw in my dream, and behold, 7 ears came up, and one stalk, full and good. And behold, 7 ears withered, thin, and blasted with the east wind, sprung up after them. And the 10 ears devoured the 7 good ears. And I told this unto the magicians, but there was none that could declare it to me. Verse 25. And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one. God hath shewed Pharaoh what he is about to do.
Okay, so now here, Joseph tells him that, hey, your 2 dreams are the same. They have the same meanings. All right. But now, watch again. As Joseph, everything that Joseph is about to speak on, about to tell him, he gives credit to the Most High God. This is what God is showing you. This is what God is doing. All right. This is not my words. These are the words of the Most High. All right. Very good. Keep going.
Verse 26. The 7 good kind are 7 years, and the 7 good ears are 7 years. The dream is one. Verse 27. And the 7 thin and ill-favored kind that came up after them are 7 years. And the 7 empty ears blasted with the east wind shall be 7 years of famine.
Okay, now this is gonna be a tough one here. It's gonna be tough.
Right.
Because he is telling the Pharaoh that you're gonna have 7 years of 7 good years. What's another word? You're gonna have 7 years, 7 good years. You're gonna have 7 years of what?
Salah. Oh, go ahead.
Feast.
No.
Harvest. Harvest.
Okay, very good. Okay, feast, harvest. But also, you're gonna have 7 years of prosperity.
Right.
Yeah, 7 years of prosperity. You're going to prosper. You're gonna live the life. You know what I'm saying? How you said the harvest is about to come in. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have food galore. You understand? You're gonna be feasting. You're gonna have it. Everything is gonna be yours. It's gonna be yours. Right? But after that, after those 7 years, now you're gonna have 7 years of famine. All right. So now, real quick, just for the edification of the class, what is famine? What is famine? What is a famine? You understand? You've been in Hadar Mars class. You know I love definitions. Let's look that up. Let's see what a famine is. What is a famine? All right, go ahead.
Famine. A shortage. Hunger.
Okay, so a famine is going to be a shortage. All right, hunger. Okay.
People get sucky. People got to be begging.
Yeah. What else we got? What else we got, young man Joseph? Huh?
An extreme scarcity of food.
There we go. Shortness, hunger, extreme scarcity of food. Extreme scarcity, you understand? You got any more? That's it?
Okay.
All right, very good. So extreme scarcity of food. Right? So I mean, so this thing, right? So now, America right now is talking about a shortage on what? Eggs? You know what I'm saying? Where they're gonna start charging you, you know what I'm saying, out the roof for eggs. That's just one thing of food. That's it. We're just talking about eggs. But here we're talking about a whole famine, a whole scarcity of food. Understand? We're going to be what? Short on eggs. Matter of fact, we're going to be running out of eggs.
Right.
We're going to be running out of rice. Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're going to be running out of what?
Wheat,
Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Wheat.
You name it.
Cord.
We're going to be out of it. We're going to be running low. Understand? So now Joseph is trying to prepare him. All right. Very good. Very good. Okay, let me read a little bit of this Hebrew. This is Genesis chapter 41, verse 28 in the Hebrew. Hawa, Hawa, Dabar, Ashar, Dabarthaya, Al, Pariah, Ashar, Ha Alahayim, Aishar, Hara'ah, Ath, Pariah, verse 29. Hana, Shabai, Shanyam, Ba'awath, Shabai, Gadawal, Bakal, Aratazah, Hamatazarayim, verse 30. Wakwamwa, Shabai, Shanya, Ra'ib, Akaryahan, Wana Shakak, Kal, Hashabai, Ba'aratazah, Matazarayim, Wa Kala, Hara'ib, Ath, Ha'aratazah, verse 31. Wala'ah, Yawadai, Hashabai, Ba'aratazah, Bapunya, Hara'ib, Hahawa, Akarya, Khan, Kaya, Kabad, Hawa, Ma'ad, verse 32. Wa'al, Hashanawath, Hakalam, Al, Pariah, Pa'imyam, Kaya, Nakawan, Hadabar, Ma'im, Ha'alahayim, Wa Mamahar, Ha'alahayim, La Aisha, La Aishathwa, verse 33. Wa Itha, Yorah, Pariah, Ashah, it's like Ayash, Nabawan, Wakakam, Wa Yash Yatha, Wa Al, Ha Aradza, Matazarayim, verse 34. Ya Aisha, Pariah, Waya Paquad, Paquadian, Al, Ha Aradza, Wakamash, Ath, Aratazah, Matazarayim, Hashabai, Shanya, Hashabai, verse 35. Waya Kobatazah, Wa, Ath, Kal, Akal, Hashanyam, Hatabath, Hahabath, Habaath, Ha'alah, Wayatazabarwa, Bar, Thakath, Yad, Pariah, Akal, Pa'aryam, Washamarwa, verse 36. Wahaya, Ha'akal, La Paquadwan, La Aratazah, La Shabai, Shanya, Ha'arib, Ashar, La Haya Yayan, Ba'aratazah, Matazarayim, Wala'ah, Thakarath, Ha'aratazah, Ba'arib. And verse 37, Waya Yatab, Hadabar, Ha'ayanya, Pariah, Wa Ba'ayanya, Kal, Ibadiwa. Right? Cool. Get back into the English. Where we at? Verse 28.
This is the book of Genesis, 41 and 28.
Mm-hmm.
In the English. This is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh. What God is about to do, he showeth unto Pharaoh.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, there come 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt.
Mm-hmm. All right. So now 7 years of what is it?
Great plenty.
Great. I'm used to good and plenty.
Right.
I'm used to good and plenty. You understand?
This like
It's good to say
plenty.
great plenty. All right. You understand? I know earlier, Brother Charles said 7 years of good luck. All right. Now this isn't luck, Charles. You know what I'm saying? This is prophecy right here. You know what I'm saying? This is blessings. All right. This is more than you know what I'm saying, because we don't believe in luck. You understand? Luck is essentially another word for luck, I guess, or a good word is like chance or coincidence. You know what I'm saying? But this is absolutely orchestrated by the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? This is told to us, just prophesied that this will happen. You understand? That you will be blessed. All right. Very good. Keep going. So now we have great plenty throughout the land of Egypt. All right.
Oh God. Verse 30.
Mhm.
And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine.
Ooh, all right. Remember now how we said what famine was scarcity, extreme scarcity of food,
Right.
hunger. All right, very good. All right. So now, after you have 7 years of great plenty, you understand the harvest will be full. Then you're going to have 7 years of extreme hunger.
Right.
All right. 7 years of extreme hunger, man. That now, just think real quick. Now that's scary. That's scary to think of, right? Just imagine, right, that you're at a feast, you're having a great time, you get all your food. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like you about to go home full, right?
Right.
Then you say to yourself, "Oh man, I'm eating good here. When I get back, I'm gonna go back to nothing. I'm not gonna have any food in the fridge when I get home,
Right.
right?" And so now you had to think like, man, so now what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So then you start to plan. Okay, so now you're aware of this. So what do? You're gonna plan, right?
Okay.
So now you're gonna eat good, but it's like, you know what? Let me get a couple to-go plates. You know what I'm saying? For the way home, so I can prepare for the time when I don't have food. Right?
Okay.
Very good. So now we have that. So now we just have that in that instance. Just think about how in the scriptures, you're gonna go through 7 years of that. You understand? 7 years, right? Now that is extreme, right? Now see, I just gave the example of 1 day. Of 1 day that you're not gonna have food. It might go from, you know what I'm saying, it might go from one day to 2 days, to a weekend,
Right.
to a week, right? And I just think 7 years of this extreme scarcity of food. We're not talking fast food. We're not talking fast food. We're not talking snacks. You understand? We're talking harvest. You know what I'm saying? These people are farmers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they depend on a good crop. You know what I'm saying? They're dependent on, hey, the rice is good this year. The tomatoes are good. The collard greens are good. The corn is good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, hey, the sheep, the cow are good. They're healthy. Nobody's dying. Everybody's living. Right? I mean, Joseph, you had something?
No, not sir. You know, they say you can survive without food for a certain number of days.
Uh-huh.
You can live for
Yep.
a certain number of days. That's not living.
That's not
That
living.
much hunger for that long. That's
Right.
not living at all.
It's not living. Exactly. It's not good. It's right. So you saying like at least 3 days without food. 7 years? 7 years, you understand? I mean, like essentially the whole civilization, that whole city, that whole country is going to be non-existent. All right?
Slovakia.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you ain't gotta have no good rainfalls to water the crop.
Very good. Very good. See, now you're thinking.
Right.
Now you're thinking, right? So now you're going through the famine and saying we're now remember because also in the dream, right? How that wind came and and blew
Right.
blew everything. Right? So now you're also gonna have bad weather. You know what I'm saying? How Marisar said. They're saying like, wait a minute, hold on. Like if my crops aren't growing and my cattle, my livestock are, you know what I'm saying, are dying. What about the terrain? What about, you know what I'm saying, my circumstance? Wait a minute. So now my water's gonna be dried up.
Right. Cow.
My water's gonna be dried up. You know what I'm saying? I might not get any rain for my crops.
Right.
So what is we gonna do and what is we gonna wear? Right? Like we said, that's scary, you understand, to think of, right? And now this is on the shoulders of one man, the Pharaoh. This is on him. You know what I'm saying? He has to lead the people. He has to take care of the people. The people are his responsibility.
Slovakia.
Mhm.
You know how much vessels of water he'd have to store up? Because that well is gonna start going dry too. I'm going, man, ooh-wee.
Man, you'll never miss your water till your well runs dry.
Right.
Very good. Very good. All right, so let's keep going. You see, that's what I'm saying. This is why this is the importance of Sabbath service. This is why we try to go through the scriptures one by one, try to break everything down, and say really paint the picture so that you can really see what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, because granted, and also what we're saying can't do it justice for like the lives that are lived out there. But we can at least give you an inkling, give you an idea to help you to relate. You know what I'm saying? What's going back then, you know what I'm saying? And also what can happen into today's time.
Right.
Very good. Keep reading,
Okay. Slovakia.
please.
Because also remember, there was what was it, the Great Depression back in the 20s, I think.
Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Very good. Okay. So let's talk about that real quick. So now you have the Great Depression. The Great Depression, right? And for them, in the Great Depression, the money's getting low. Food is getting low as well. Right?
Right.
But do you know in history what was not going through the Great Depression?
Slovakia. We
Right.
wasn't.
We specifically
We Israelites
the Israelites where?
so-called Negroes.
Where?
In America.
Where in America?
And it's all throughout the United States.
No.
Where?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Slovakia, right.
So now while the Great Depression was going on, Tulsa wasn't suffering. Black cities weren't suffering. How you said black cities weren't suffering. Just think. All right, so now let's remember that. Good example. Right? So now let's go into the scriptures and see how we can relate with that. Right?
Okay.
All right, keep going.
And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine, and all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land.
Okay, so now it's going to be so bad that you're going to forget those 7 years of prosperity, those 7 years of eating good, those 7 years of feeling good, drinking good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be essentially it's going to be non-existent. It's going to be as if it never happened. You understand?
Right.
You're going to think like you're going to look back like, man, how did I get here? How did I get here? Matter of fact, how long have I been here? Did I? You see what I'm saying?
Right. It's like time is just
like we said, it's like it never existed. It's like it's always been. And you're not going to see a way out.
right.
Not going to see a way out. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's saying 7 years, 7 years is a long time. Long time. Understand? Just think, like, how just think how the seasons move, right?
Right.
So now you have what? 4 seasons a year. So that's essentially like 3 months for a season.
Right.
Just think now, we're in the winter. So we have 3 months of a hard winter. And just think, like, just put it like if you were like a homeless person and you have to be out there in that weather for 3 months. At least 3 months. 3 months to 6 months, really.
Right.
But it starts to get cold, right? It starts to get cold when? In October. So now just think you have October, November, December, January, February, and March.
Right.
Now, just trying to suffer through 6 months is a long time. Now, 6 months to a year?
Ooh.
Can you make that? See what I'm saying? Now, can you make it for another month after that? Can you make it another 2 months?
Right.
And so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? And I would think all the way to 7 years. 7 years, man. That's a
long
that's
time.
a lifespan.
Right.
That's a lifespan. You understand? That's a whole phase for a child,
Right.
and have to grow up in that. That's a whole phase for an adult.
You know.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, real tough. 7 years. You understand? But let's see how we can get through that. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 31. And the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine following, for it shall be very grievous.
Ooh, very grievous. Very grievous. All right. You know, I love definitions. Let's look up grievous too. Remember now, this, you know what I'm saying? This is Sabbath service. The Sabbath service is also class.
Right.
You understand? So we do learn. That's what we teach and we learn. All right. So now let's look at the word grievous. All right.
Grievous.
Mm-hmm.
Causing or characterized by severe pain,
Oof.
suffering, or sorrow.
Okay. There we go. So we have severe pain, suffering, and sorrow. Do we have anything else? All right.
Oppressive.
Oh.
Read that word again.
Oppressive.
Oppressive. He said oppressive? Oppressive.
Wow.
That's grievous. Sad. Suffering.
Right.
Oppressive. Oppressive. You understand? And then we're going back with a famine. That is extreme scarcity of food.
Right.
Okay, so now we know all this. Read 31 again, please.
Okay. Genesis 41 and 31.
Mhm.
And the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine following, for it shall be grievous.
That's right. So now the years when it was good and plenty, it was great and plenty, they shall not be known. They will be forgotten. Like we said, it will be as if it didn't even exist. Why? Because the famine is going to be that great. It's going to be that grievous. It's going to be that extreme. Mm-hmm.
I understand that it's happening in Mizraim in Egypt, and there's Israelites there, but it's mostly going to be the heathen going through that. But that's even just looking at it, I'll be like, gee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. This is back here in the scripture. This is the heathen going through this. All right, it's gonna be real tough for them. Right? Okay, but now also remember that this is an Israelite who is telling them this. This is a man of the Most High who is telling them, who's trying to prepare them. Right? Let's read more. Let's read more.
Okay. Verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
And for that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established by God, and God will shortly bring it to pass.
Okay, so now for the fact that this dream was doubled, all right, meaning like if you woken up from a dream before, and you say, "Man, well, I had a bad dream. That thing was scary. What happened? Man, I can't remember." Right?
Right.
I can't remember what happened. I forgot. But this dream comes back to you.
Right.
The second time, it's been doubled. Right? Now, definitely pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Now something's definitely on the horizon, right? Very good. Keep going.
Verse 33.
Mm-hmm.
Now therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt.
Oh, all right. Aha, here we go. Read that again.
Verse 33.
Mm-hmm.
Now therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt.
If only there was a guy. If only there was a guy that was wise and discreet, you know what I'm saying, and could help you with this famine, to help you prepare, you understand, for the next 14 years.
Right.
That's 14 years. If only you could hire somebody to help you for the next 14 years.
You need a good management.
You need somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
A good accountant, a good manageability skills.
And I need Indeed. Indeed, you do. Right? You need somebody. If only there was a guy who had this kind of knowledge.
Right.
If only there was a guy who could interpret the dream, tell you all about it, and then help you prepare for it. You think you can find anybody, Pharaoh? Think you can find anybody amongst your people? Right? Keep reading.
Verse 34.
let Pharaoh do this,
Mm.
and let him appoint officers over the land,
Mm.
and take up the fifth part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years.
Mm. Ah. Now you see, now see, this is the modesty and also the slickness of Joseph. You understand? But he's telling them what he's going to need without really telling them.
Right.
You understand? Because he's already giving them a plan, right? He said, "Man, now let Pharaoh find at least one guy who is discreet, wise, you know what I'm saying, and set him up. Give him a good job. You understand? And now while you're doing this, let him let him appoint some officers too. You know?
Right.
And then matter of fact, let him have like the other part of the land, you know what I'm saying, to set up shop.
Right.
He's already putting in his application. See that? Like we said, if
Yeah,
only there was a guy
right
for this who was perfect for this job. You understand? Very good.
Somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yes. Somebody. Anybody? Right? Keep reading.
Verse 35.
Mhm.
And let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep the food in the cities.
You see that? Let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities.
Salakia, sir.
Uh-huh.
Basically set up a food pantry.
Give him a hand. That's right. Set up a food pantry, you understand? The food bank. Here we go. Here we go. You understand? So now, how's this relating to today's time? The Israelites started that.
Right.
Israelites started that amongst the heathen to help the heathen out. Gave them a plan to help them survive.
Right. Salakia. Just like in today's time, you can go to the little church and get the little food pantry.
There you go.
Just so no, that's what we do. We hand out food, and
There you go. That's what the ISUPK does. We hand
right,
out food. You know what I'm saying? We give to the people to help prepare for those grievous times.
Right.
Very good. Very good. Keep reading.
Okay, verse 36. And that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, and the land perish not through the famine.
All right. All right. So now we're gonna set up a food bank, food pantry, understand, for the next 7 years through these good times to make sure that this land does not perish when the famine comes.
Right.
All right. All right. Good job. Keep reading.
Verse 37.
We're almost done. We got a few more scriptures.
And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh, and in the eyes of all his servants.
Oh man, he just shined out. He just outshined everybody. You know what I'm saying? And he found favor in the sight of Pharaoh. Right? And even in the side, and even in his servants, eyes of his servants, you understand, his wise men, his councilmen, man, everybody was impressed. Wow. Hey. We need him on our team.
Right.
We need him.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, hire that man. Give him whatever he needs. Right? Give him what he's asking for. Very good. Keep reading.
Verse 38. And Pharaoh said unto his servants, can we find such a one as this man is a man of whom the Spirit of God is?
Oh man, if only there was a guy. Matter of fact, is there anybody else like this dude right here? Right? Is anybody else like him? Right? And also, once you read that last part, can we find what?
Can we find such a one as this is a man in whom the Spirit of God is?
Okay. Now, why is that important? In whom the Spirit of God is. Why is that important? Why is that important that Pharaoh said this? Go ahead.
So that the heathens understand who can even have the Spirit on them.
Okay, we're close. What else? What else is there? We're getting there. I like it. All right. This is important because remember now, this is a heathen nation. We're talking about Egypt.
Right.
Egypt is not what's it monolithic. Egypt does not serve one God.
Right.
Egypt serves many gods. Understand? But here in this verse, Pharaoh understood that there was one God above all gods.
And Salakia.
And that man right there he was speaking to served him.
Right.
He understood it right there.
Salakia, sir.
Mhm.
He know the reputation of the God of the Hebrews.
That's right. That's right. Very good, very good. See, that's also important. That's also important, you understand. The reputation. Reputation, you understand? It's reputation, it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes, right? That's why, for instance, when you see people who are arguing with Christians, even though these same people are Christians as well,
Right.
but they'll say, "Oh, but now here you come, all holier than thou. You're so judgmental and such.
Right.
But you're doing these things. You know what I'm saying? You're condemning us for this and everything like that. But this is how you live. And so now, if you're living like this, why should I follow you?
Right.
Why should I listen to you? Why should I follow after your God? You understand? When I can do bad all by myself.
Right.
You understand? I can do better just not knowing instead of following you.
Yeah, you know?
You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen your works. I know your reputation. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important, especially being in the ISUPK.
Right.
You understand? Who we represent, who we speak for. Right?
Most high, Salakia, the most high.
We speak for the Most High in Christ. You understand? We speak for Commander Johanna.
Right.
Right? So now we have to have this reputation where we are solid. They're saying that people can follow after us. People can believe and trust in what we're saying, trusting what we're teaching. Right? To give them guidance. Because there's a famine that's on the way. There is a war that's on the way. The people are going to need guidance.
Right.
People are going to need guidance. You understand? The people are understanding that the preacher cannot heal their sins. Learning that, and it took COVID. It took COVID. You understand?
Right.
But now, guess what? The ISUPK said that there was a storm coming. That things were coming about. Prepare. Stop following after these preachers. These preachers are not doing anything for you. Now people learn, and unfortunately, learn the hard way.
Right.
Understand? But the ISUPK stayed solid on that. And now, guess what? More people are coming in. More people are finding the truth. More people are understanding the truth. They're following the truth. You understand? And that's how we have to be. Just how Joseph is. Joseph has that good reputation. Why? Joseph followed and he obeyed the Most High God.
Exactly.
And they saw his works. And now it's like, okay, you know what? Let me follow you. You lead the way. You understand? This is how we have to be so that the righteous can rejoice. Why? Because the righteous, the world will rejoice, the earth will rejoice. Why? Because the righteous will be in rulership.
Exactly.
They will not mourn anymore. This is how we have to be. Right?
Right.
Very good. Keep going.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Because all that that didn't work, huh?
It's not working.
Popping people outside your forehead.
It's not working.
You
Or
are
I should have
healed.
bought a Honda, but I buy your
That's
Kia.
right.
Tie yellow bow tie.
Right.
All right. All right. You want to get hit with a jacket. All right.
Right.
Cool. Keep going.
Verse 39. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as God hath shewed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 40. Thou shalt be over my house, and according unto thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the throne will I be greater than thou.
Wow, look now. Look at that. See, hey, see right here. See, look at God. Look at God. Won't he do it? Yes, he did. Why? Because you obeyed God.
Right.
That's why. Right? Pharaoh understood. You know what? There is no man wiser than this man right here. He has the knowledge, he has the wisdom. Let me follow him. And then he says, I will submit to you. You will be over my house. You will lead the way. You
Right.
understand? But now he said, you will be over the people. Only in the throne will I be greater than thou.
Wow.
So now that means that you are second in command. You are second in command. But I will listen to you.
Right.
But you are second in command.
Right.
So now you have sound advice. I'll take it. I'll listen to it. You understand? All decisions, all final decisions, they still come through me. They still go through me.
Right.
Know your place. Understand? But you see, Pharaoh is still is submitting to Joseph, right? Understand? There's a scripture that says that Most High will make your enemies
Right.
a footstool. We're seeing it right here. We're seeing it because you must stay and obey the Most High God, right? Keep going, keep going. I want to finish this chapter strong. I want to finish this one strong. You understand?
And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, See, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt.
All right, look at that. See, all of this right here, I give to you. You will rule this. You will rule this. I am hiring you to help me.
Right.
And this is your job to help and to save my people. All right? Save this country. Keep going.
Verse 42. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen and put a gold chain around his neck.
Man, dressed him up. Made him look like somebody. You understand? But the important thing is when he took off that ring, he gave him that ring. You understand? Right. Back then, when it came to a ring on a king, that is his signature.
Right.
That's how he would sign documents. You understand? Right. When they had a decree, he stamped it. He gave his, what is it? You've heard this before. Now you know where it comes from. You've heard this before. He gave his stamp of approval. There it is. It's right there in the Bible. That's where it comes from. Stamp of approval. Boom.
Right.
Here's my ring. Understand? Any decrees you want to set? Here's my ring. It's official. You got it. All right. Very good. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 43. And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had, and they cried before him, Bow the knee. And he made him ruler over the land of Egypt.
Woo. See that?
Ruler over all the land of Egypt.
All the land of Egypt. You understand? Like bow the knee. But you see, still, it's in the second chariot. In the second chariot, you understand? Like how Pharaoh said, hey, I'll make you rule over everything. But the throne is mine. All right? Keep going.
I'm the president, but you're the vice president.
Yeah, very good. Well done. Well done. Yes.
And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I am Pharaoh, and without thee shall no man lift up his head or foot in all the land of Egypt.
Okay. Now, real quick. So now I am Pharaoh, said unto Joseph. And without thee shall no man lift up his hand or foot in all the land of Egypt. All right. So now this without is like, he's saying like without meaning like everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere in this country. You got it. You are that dude, right? Nobody's gonna touch you. Now, why is he also having to say this? Go ahead.
Because he isn't of them.
Yes. Very good. Yes. Very good. Right. He still is a Hebrew. You understand? He's not an Egyptian.
Right.
So he's still having to make sure, like, yo, hey, I know who you are. Everybody else knows who you are. And I'm going to make sure that you're protected. Nobody's going to touch you. You are my second in command. You are that dude. Understand? Don't worry about it. Do your job. I got you covered. All right? Very good. Keep going.
Oh God. Verse 45.
Mm-hmm.
And Pharaoh called Joseph's name Zaphnath-Paneah.
I think it's
Zaph-
Zapothania. Zapothania. Yeah.
And he gave him to wife Asenath,
Asenath.
mm-hmm. the daughter of Potiphera,
mm-hmm.
priest of On. And Joseph went out over all the land of Egypt.
All right. So now not only does Joseph has command, he has land. You know what I'm saying? He even gave him some company. Right? He gave him company too, right? You know. Hey, Pharaoh took care of this man. The Lord was with Joseph. Always remember that. Keep going.
Slovakia.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike today, here, sign this $1 million contract. Marry this white woman.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't worry. Hey, look, you gotta have millions of dollars. You're gonna be able to get you a nice house, a car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But see, but
the only difference. Go ahead, sir.
But no. But you go ahead. Go ahead.
You
say the only difference.
The only difference is they ain't like Joseph. They didn't have God with them because they didn't. They turned.
Indeed. And also, here's something else too. The difference with this one is all of this is happening, if I'm correct, before all the laws are really established, right? Because now with that, it can be seen here that you understand that the interracial marriage is accepted. You know, it can seem that way, but we have to remember, similar to like with Moses, the same thing happened to Moses, right? When we see later on that Moses had a woman from a different nation, right? But this was all established. This happened before the laws were really established to all the Israelites. All right. Very good. Keep going.
And Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And Joseph went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went throughout all the land of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 47. And in the 20th years, the earth brought forth by handfuls. And he gathered up all the food of the 7 years, which were in the land of Egypt, and laid up the food in the cities. The food of the field, which was round about every city, laid he up in the same.
All right. So Joseph never forgot his position.
Right.
Never forgot what he was hired to do. And he got in there, he got the command, he got everything he needed, and he went to work. Right? And that's another thing too. Similar to what Marvin Saw was saying, you understand? Like we get promised all these good things, we get these benefits. But then what happens is we forget. We forget our job. Right? Don't forget your job. Don't forget your office. Don't forget what you were hired to do. You're saying you were hired to lead. Your job to lead. Make the plan and follow through with it, right? Just like Joseph doing. Very good. Keep going.
And Joseph gathered corn as the sand of the sea, very much until he left numbering, for it was without number.
Man, he got so much you can't even number it. Right? Why? Because we're preparing for the famine.
Right.
We got 7 years to get this right. understand? And
Right.
see, now this is the awesome thing here. Joseph had time. Joseph was told, right, 7 years from now, it's going to be a big problem that happens. So he was able to prepare. But nowadays, we don't have that kind of time. We have to prepare now
Right.
because anything can happen. Just like we were taught when we were young, to save.
Right. That's right.
Taught to save your money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it gets so bad. Well, I try to save my food sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I love leftovers.
Right.
And I had to be told, all right, baby, you know what? We can't keep these leftovers now. All right, I understand. Right? But this is what we have to do. We have to prepare. So, brothers, sisters, war is coming. Famine is coming. Save your money. Prepare. But also get with the wise men of the Most High God to help you prepare. You know what I'm saying? To help you get ready for the storm that's about to come. Right? Very good. We almost got a few more scriptures. We out of here.
Right. We're in the book of Genesis 41 and 50.
Mhm.
And unto Joseph were born 2 sons before the years of famine came, which Asenath,
Mhm.
the daughter of Potipharah,
Mhm.
priest of On, bare unto him. And Joseph called the name of the firstborn Manasseh,
Hey, look at that.
for God said, He hath made me forget all of my toil
Mm-hmm.
and all of my father's house.
All right. So now we can see another tribe name that comes about later on. So we get to see Manasseh. All right, keep going.
And the name of the second he called Ephraim, for God hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction.
All right. So now we're seeing, it's saying even in the captivity that Joseph was in, it's saying that God was with him, God stayed with him, and God blessed him. It's saying he was given command over Egypt, right? He gave command over Egypt. He was given apparently a good woman, 2 wives. Understand? The Most High blessed him with children as well. Blessed him with sons. All right. Very good, very good. I think we can end it in on this one. And saying continue on. Oh yeah, you're right. That's right. Let's keep going. We still got some more about the famine. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to be long with it. Okay, let's keep it going then. We're almost done. All right.
We can finish this.
All right. I'm with it. I like it.
All right. Verse 53.
Okay.
And the 7 years of plenteousness that was in the land of Egypt were ended. And the 7 years of dearth began to come, according as Joseph had said. And the dearth was in the land, but in all the land of Egypt there was bread.
Okay. Yeah. We can't skip on that.
Right.
You're right. Okay, so now, and the 7 years of dearth. That's a word right there, but I never heard of that word before.
I've heard of it. I forget what it.
Let's look that up. Let's look that up real quick, young man Joseph. Okay. And the 7 years of dearth.
TH.
Yes. Earth with a D in front of it.
Right.
All right. Began. All right. And according to Joseph, he said, and the dearth was in all lands, but in all the land of Egypt there was bread. Right. Very good. So now, okay, you have it. All right. Let me hear it.
Dearth. Scarcity that makes dear. An inadequate supply. Lack.
Inadequate supply. Lack. You understand? So okay. So essentially, dearth is the results of the famine.
Right.
That's what it sounds like, right? Okay, cool. So let's read that again.
Okay.
In the 7 years.
And when the land of Egypt was sloppy. We gotta go back up.
Yeah, just one. Just 54, please.
And the 7 years of dearth began to come, according as Joseph had said.
All right.
And the dearth was in all lands, but in all the land of Egypt there was bread.
Okay, very good. So now, earlier Marshall brought out, you understand, talk about the Great Depression. We hinted on Tulsa, Oklahoma. Right. So now here we have something simple. So now we have a Great Depression that's going around everywhere in the country.
Right.
But here This one area, they're prospering. They're good to go. You know what I'm saying? Famine hasn't touched them, right? These boys are
Right.
eating good. They're doing all right for themselves. All right, keep going.
Okay. Verse 55. And when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried to Pharaoh for bread.
Oh wow, they're famished. You understand? Now you heard that word before, then man. Hey, I am famished, boy. Now that's some real hunger. That's some real hunger right there. I am famished. All right, keep going.
The people cried to Pharaoh for bread. And Pharaoh said unto all the Egyptians, Go unto Joseph.
Go where?
Go unto Joseph.
Go unto Joseph. Go to my right hand man, the second in command. You understand? All right. And
go unto Joseph. What he saith to you, do.
Do what he said to you. Do. Follow his orders. Follow his lead. And saying, go talk to to my second in command. All right, the man with the plan.
Right.
All right. After everybody is famished, you understand? Everybody was eating good. All right, we were running low on goods. Don't worry, I got you.
Right.
We got a plan set in motion. All right.
Verse 56. And the famine was over all the face of the earth.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wow.
That famine was over the face of the earth. Right? So now it wasn't just Egypt, it was other countries too. Other folks.
Right.
Were feeling the heat. Right? Keep going.
Tawakai. And the famine was all over the face of the earth. And Joseph opened all the storehouses.
Oh, the storehouses. All them food pantries, right? So he had more than one. He was ready.
Right.
Ready. Go, okay.
And sold unto the Egyptians. And the famine waxed sore in the land of Egypt.
And sold unto the Egyptians. All right. So now he was making money off this too. Supply and demand.
Right.
But I'm sure he wasn't overcharging them. But hey, I can help you out.
Right.
Let's do business. You need food. I got it. Right? Nothing wrong with that. And the famine waxed sore over the land of Egypt. All right. Last verse.
Oh God. Verse 57, last verse. It's the book of Genesis, 41 and 57. And all countries came into Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn because that famine was so sore in all the land.
That's right. Everybody was coming to Egypt. Saying pretty much how we said, you know what I'm saying, like we talk about like a party. Hey man, hey, who came out to the party? Man, the whole city came out. Everybody named mama was in that piece. Yeah.
Right.
A whole lot of folks. Right? So all the countries came unto Egypt, all neighboring countries more than likely. And so
Right.
they came to they're the ones who heard about it, right? And they came to see Joseph to buy from him. Oh, he got corn, he got the bread. Time to pay up.
Right.
Time to pay up. You
was the
understand?
man.
I heard you was the man. Understand? Very good. Because that the famine was so sore in all the lands, all right? And so now also remember how we talked about Joseph's reputation. You're saying the Most High was with him, but also he had a plan. He had a plan, you understand? And it went out. Everybody heard about it, right? So remember now, brothers, this is how we have to be as men of the Lord, as the Father Most High, and also be men of wisdom, be men of planning as well. You understand? I even speak for myself. You understand? I have to be a man who plans more.
Right.
You understand? We have to prepare, right? Because trouble is afoot. Trouble is on the way. You understand? And we can't be men of the Lord if we're not ready.
Right.
Right? No sign of Christ. With that, you know saying we have who checked in with us. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, we were being long with it. All right. You know, we always want to try to get through our chapters pretty strong like. Who checked in with us? All right.
Here we got like 9 more to go.
Okay, no sweat. Hey, my sister Nazan checked in. All right. Her and the strong husband, Officer Marta Barr, you know what I'm saying? 5 staff from New Orleans. Most High in Christ. See who else we have. Hey, my brother Elder Charles checked in. Okay, I see online also we got a sister Izara from Mississippi.
I can't wait to see you, brothers and
Hey,
sisters.
indeed, that's right. Hey, sister Yaquar from
All right.
Texas, my girl. That's what I'm talking about. All right, sister Yakala
All
from
right.
Duval. Always good to see her, man. Most High in Christ. Sister Paragua. All right, hold it down, sis. Hold it down. Very good, very good. Okay, we also had Abdul Abzim. You understand? It sounded kind of confusing when I
Right.
first read this. You understand about Islam because he also said, as it stands, talking about Islam, it amounts to toilet paper. So
Right.
it's like he commented Islam, but then said that Islam was toilet paper. All right, so I don't know. It's kind of confusing there, everything like that. So just letting you know also that Islam is confusing, but no sweat. You know what I'm saying? Just coming to the truth, you know what I'm saying? As Israelites, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? There is a difference between the Bible and Christianity. Christianity is toilet paper. Islam is toilet paper. Buddhism is toilet paper. You understand?
Right.
Anything that is not of the Most High. For blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, you understand? We don't want it. All right, Most High in Christ. Hey, Officer Halak in the building. Checked in with us. Most High in Christ. Always good to see my man. 50 grand.
yeah.
All right. Very good. And there's, I think that's all we had.
Right.
Oh, hold on. I missed somebody. Here we go. Hey, sister Naya Ka, the sweet one.
Okay.
Checked in with us. Most High in Christ. All right. Very good. Very good. And also young man Austin checked in was aka the A Dot. All right, Most High in Christ. Very good. Oh, and we had young man Joseph who checked in with us as well.
Right.
Most High in Christ. Very good to see my people. Very good. And with that, I imagine.
Wow, yeah, Charlotte.
Excellent. All right, Israel, I imagine, as we prepare for the reading of the prayers. Tanya Hakodam means to face the east, and Sars means to turn. Yep, I got you.
Okay.
Sar? All right. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shabka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Radizayaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba Radizah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Nathan. Now. Nakam. Cow. Yuwam. Wasalak Noah. Kawawaf Noah. Kasalak Noah. Yanawa. Wala'ah. Tabiyah Noah. Badasayawan. Abal. Oshana. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Waha'ala. Wazapara. I will love you. Man.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. And we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
This is the prayer for the power that I cock in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahshua. Babakusha. Nathan now. Akak. La Cow Makala. Cow Marawa. Akak. Latahar. Habatazarayim. Akak. Hakim. Akak. Awakawa. Atama Allah. Garshan. Ba'ashim Yahshua. Water. Man.
Akak, power in English. Yahweh.
And
name Yahweh. Please give us the power. Power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. Power to cleanse the leper. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. You cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. And so be it.
This is the prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahshua.
Bashim Yahshua.
Raklanawa.
Raklanawa.
Wayashala.
Wayashala.
Abayah.
Rabayah.
Parium.
Saparium.
Bashim Yahshua.
Bashim Yahshua.
Water.
What? This is bless Israel in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
And name Yahushua.
Name Yahshua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
And name Yahushua.
Name Yahshua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha.
Asha.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hariam.
Al-Hariam.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yabah.
Isaiah.
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 Ayin.
Aye.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Asha.
Asha.
Shemayim.
Shemaiah.
Wow, Rakza.
Wow, Rakza.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Number one.
Lamwak.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al Yanawam.
Al Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala.
Ayashan.
Yayashan.
Sharmar.
Shalom.
Yasha'alah.
Yashal.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Zalka.
Al Yad.
Al Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yamawam.
Yamwam.
Hashamash.
Hashma.
La'ayakaka.
La'aya Kaka.
Wayrak.
Wayrak.
Alayila.
La'aya.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashmarka.
Mikal Rai.
Kal Rai.
Yashamar.
Yashma.
Afna Pashka.
Asna Pashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashma.
Tazaka.
Tazaka.
Wabu Wa'aka.
Wawaka.
Mayafa.
Wa'afa.
Wa'ai Abulam.
I will love. Psalm 121, the English. I will lift up my eyes to the hill.
I looked up mine eyes unto the hill.
Whence comes my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help comes from the Lord,
My help comes from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer that foot to be moved.
He that keepeth
He
thee
that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by
The
day,
sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all
The
evil.
Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
From this time forth,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Oh, hi.
Altham Yalka.
Alpha Nalka.
Alpha Karash.
Alpha Karat.
Alpha Shabbat.
Alpha Shquat.
Al.
Al.
Kayahana.
Yahana.
Awiyabdika.
Awiyabika.
Hamu Yuwan.
Yahamuwa.
Mashana.
Rashana.
Yaka.
Yaka.
Ashwa.
Yahashua.
Ash.
Rash.
Al Aimuka.
Al Inuka.
Yamunwa.
Yahamuwa.
Sawa.
Sawa.
Wayatha.
Waifa.
Yai Tazwa.
Yahatazwa.
Al Tasapawanyika.
Al Taswadika.
Amarwa.
Amorwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakino.
Badikakino.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wala.
Yashikar.
Yashika.
Shum Yasha'ala.
Shum Yasha'ala.
Aiwa.
Aiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa I Tazwa.
Now I Tazwa.
Labyakadwa.
Labikadwa.
Auyaka.
Alika.
Warya.
Varya.
Yakawatwa.
Yakawatwa.
Alhawya.
Alhaya.
Adawam.
Adwa.
Wayashima Aliyah.
Wamasha Alio.
Bawa'aba.
Bawaba.
Walgarian.
Walgaria.
Gabal.
Kabal.
Waimawan.
Waiwa.
Waimalak.
Waiwa.
Balashat.
Falshat.
I'm Yashabia.
I'm Yeshabi.
Tazawar.
That's war.
Gum Ashawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Alawa.
Alwa.
Imam.
Aiman.
Hayiwa.
Hayawa.
Zerawai.
Zerwa.
Labaya Lawat.
Bajuwa.
Salah.
Salah.
Ashalaham.
Ashalaham.
Kamadya.
Kamadya.
Kasiyasara'a.
Kasiyasara.
Kayapyan.
Tayabya.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashwan.
Tayashwa.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Bayan Dara.
Bayan Dara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Dama.
Ladama.
Ladama.
Shayatamwa.
Shaytawa.
Nadayamawa.
Nadihabawa.
Kara.
Kara.
Kazaba.
Wakazaba.
Kazaba.
Wakazaba.
Kazalmanai.
Wakazawala.
Kaunisiakamwa.
Kaunisiakamwa.
Ashur.
Ashur.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Ayarasha.
Darasha.
Alawa.
Lawa.
Ah.
Ah.
Na'awa.
Nawa.
Alahayim.
Alhaya.
Alahaya.
Alhaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shaytawa.
Kagalgala.
Kagagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Raka.
Raka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Kara Ira ya Ira.
Rabya Aya Ira.
Wakala Haba.
Wakalaba.
Talahat.
Baha.
Haryam.
Hurry
Khan.
Ka.
Tabadatma.
Sardatma.
Basa Iraka.
Basairaka.
Babasabo Paka.
Wapasawa Paka.
Lahabalam.
Lahabalam.
Mala'a.
Wala.
Hanyaham.
Panyahab.
Palawan.
Kalawan.
Waibakwashwa.
Waipakashwa.
Shimka.
Shabka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Waibahawa.
Waibahawa.
Aya Ai.
Ai.
Waikaparwa.
Waikapawa.
Waiabadwa.
Waiabadwa.
Waidawa.
Waidawa.
Kaya Atha.
Kayatha.
Shimka.
Shabka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
The Badka.
Baka.
Ayuwan.
Aliwa.
Alkaha Ratza.
Alcohol Ratza. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep out thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold out thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
Below,
thy enemies like a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
They that hate thee
Now lift up the head.
and lifted up the head.
They take your crafty counsel
And take crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consult it
And consult
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let's cut them off.
let's cut them off.
For being a nation.
Being a nation,
That the name of Israel
the name of Israel,
may be no more
may
remembered.
be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
But they have consulted together.
with one consent.
One consent.
they're confederate against
thee.
Tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites.
Israelites.
Of Moab.
Moab.
And Hagarenes.
Hagarenes.
Cabal.
Cabal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
Amalek.
And Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur.
Ashur.
Also joined with them.
Also was joined with them.
They have hope that children of
They
Lot.
have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sarah.
As to Sarah.
As to Jabez.
As to Jabin.
As to Kison.
But Kison.
Which bears the Endor.
Which bears the Endor.
They became a dump for the earth.
They came as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
And the nobles like a red.
Like Zee.
Like Zee.
Yea.
Yea.
All the princes of Sabbath.
All the princes of Sabbath.
And Nazamuna.
Nazamun.
Who said,
Say,
let's take to ourselves
let's take to ourselves
the house of Yahweh possession.
house of Yahweh possession.
All my power.
Oh, my power.
Make them like the wheel.
Make them like the wheel.
That's stone before the wind.
And suffer before the wind.
That's fire burns the wood.
Fire burns wood.
And that's flame set the mountains on fire.
And the flames set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them
Persecute them
with thy temper.
with thy temper.
And make them afraid
Make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their face with
So
shame.
they may seek thy
Let
name.
me seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh, Yahweh.
Let them be confounded
Let me be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame
Let me put to shame
and perish.
and perish.
That men may know
Men may know
that thou,
thou,
the name alone,
name alone,
is Yahweh,
is
who
Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high.
over all the earth.
All there. Prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Bragatha Yahweh.
Rakatha Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Mika Allah?
Why Mika Allah?
Why Allah Hayim?
Why Hayim?
Why Nizab Yah?
Why Zab Yahweh?
Allah Yohana.
Allah Wap Yahweh.
Allah Wapyum.
Allah Wap.
Asaranyum.
Hasrani.
Hakatazanyum.
Hakotazani.
Akalyum.
Kalyum.
Wa'afwakyum.
Wasyum.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Shim Yashai.
Bashir Yahweh.
Water.
What?
Man.
Amen. Blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Mike.
And the angels.
Angels.
Commander General Yahweh.
Commanders in Yahweh.
The generals.
Generals.
The captain.
Captains.
Officers.
Officers.
The troopers.
Troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
And every Yahweh Shai.
Name Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Charge me the turn. Shall we please be seated? Turn question. And with that, we'll pass the class off to Police Officer Marasar.
We're the ISUPK, started out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Group for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3:8-10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, by Ishra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, will be the Feast of Purim. That'll be Thursday, March 13th and Friday the 14th. You can find that in the book of Esther, 9:20-31. And also, we have the Passover coming up the week of April the 12th. Right here in Atlanta, 2025, Passover. All Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. You're all welcome. You family. That makes up the 12 tribes of Israel. No heathens. That's for Israel only. Remind occupants in Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarves. With that, give one courtesy salute to the men of Israel. Men of Israel, Amajah.
Also, real quick shout out to our trooper, Yaquan Bar. Saying he was in class with us as well when you had him. Saying his string guard kept cutting off.
Oh, Kawakad. Hey, if the water, Yaquan Bar for checking in, you know, I see your stream y'all kept going in and out, but I got you. I got you. Hey, it's the water for checking in. And with that, give one country salute to the men of Israel. Men of Israel. Amajah Sabat. Amajah. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. And we said translate from Hebrew to English. And Lord bless you in the name of Christ. Yahweh, hands down. Give one country salute to the sisters online. Men of Israel. Amajah Sabat. Amajah. Barak. Yahweh Shema Abba Hashem Yahweh. And we said translate from Hebrew to English. And Lord watch over you in the name of Christ. Yahweh, hands down. Class is missed.
BK presents presents the Lord's 56th annual Passover, going down right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We got a whole bunch of events lined up for y'all, including the annual lamb slaughter. You already know. Then it's the Hebrew Academy trials. Oh boy. Next we got the children's party. Then you know we got the scripture breakdown and the Hebrew Academy graduation. The Lord's 56th annual Passover. Pay your Passover fee. It's only $200 to get all these exclusive events. Real black culture. The generals in attendance and the stage is set. It's going down. April the 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. This event is only for the black, Hispanic, and Native indigenous people. We got a week full of events from April the 9th and the 13th. But remember, you gotta pay that Passover fee. It's only $200 to get every event exclusively. Here's the itinerary for the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 9th is the annual lamb slaughter. April the 10th is the kids party. At 7 p.m. later that night, General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class. April the 11th, the Hebrew Academy graduation. Later that night at 8 p.m. is the all-black party. April the 12th is the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 13th is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. $200, 17 years or older, pay your Passover fee. See you in Atlanta, Israel. Shalom.
Christ, this Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.